Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Thursday. And thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe or all things Beastman. Because today on the channel, everybody, we're going to be doing a multi-part series, just like Man-at-Arms, and looking at every version of Beastman that I have collected so far, from MasterVerse to the Origins line, to CGI, vintage, Funko Pops, miniature figures. Alright, you name it. If it's Beastman, we'll take a deep dive and look at it, okay? So if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope everyone hits that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. It helps my channel out there, so thank you for doing that. Hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos. And please share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at some Beastman, alright, from the Origins line, okay? So if you give me 1 second, everybody, I'm going to get the other figures of Beastman out of the way, and we'll take a look at some of the Origin figures of Beastman, alright? So give me 1 second, everybody, alright? Thank you. Alright, everybody, now the first Beastman I'm going to show is of course, I have my vintage version of Beastman, and here he is. There is old Beastman right there, came right out of the 80s, the one that started it all, right there. Unfortunately, I don't have his whip, but what an incredible version of Beastman right here. The 80s version right here. The spring-loaded attack right there. I mean, great. I mean, for being in the 80s, he's not a bad. I mean, he's kept up pretty good. The rubber, it's not too bad. It's a little loose, but still, what a great character. I'm happy to have him in my collection. All right. Awesome. What an awesome figure right here. Vintage Beastman right here. Alright, moving on to our next version of Beastman, was part of that same 5-pack we just saw with the Lords of Power Man-at-Arms, is this version of Beastman. We get the packaging a little bit closer out of the way. So there he is in the packaging right there. In fact, let me see if I can get the plastic bubble. I should have done this with Man-at-Arms too. Apologize for that. So let me get this out of the way here. There's a little plastic cover to get a little bit closer look at Beastman. So there he is. There's a Beastman right there. From the Lords of Power version, his orange variant. Right. Now, at the end of the video, I want to show you one of 3 versions of Beastman from Funko Pop. Okay. There you go. But what a cool version. In this version, he doesn't come with a weapon. He doesn't come with his standard whip. But awesome looking Beastman right there. I love the backdrop in the forest right there. Very cool. All right. So moving on to our next Beastman from the retail line, from part of Wave 1. So here's the packaging. Here's a Wave 1 version of Beastman. Came out in 2020. The MasterVerse logo, Beastman, the Savage Henchman, right there. I mean, one thing I love about the Origins is the overall, the tribute of the 80s line. In fact, let me put the 80s version of Beastman back up there. Right there, you can see, now this version of Beastman here, the 80s version, it's got the mouth a little bit open, where this one has got more of a grin to it, but. I mean, look at that. I mean, awesome figure right there of the of the tribute, of the 80s, of the Origins line right here, a Beastman right here. It looks awesome, amazing right there. Of course, you got the red rocks blasting around him. There's a nice, gorgeous glamour shot or like artwork of him commanding the animals in the forest. Or any beast. There's his whip. Of course, the cross-sell of the other figures in Wave 1. Alright, and I do have a loose version of him. Take a look at him real quick. Of course, I have the... So here's his Origins version right there. You can tell because his arms can bend. Pop off from the waist right there. Snaps right back in place. And one thing about the Origins line, and I've said this before, is the fact that you can use if you have vintage figures that maybe have some damaged, armor or missing a weapon or something like that, you can use the weapons if you have, multi versions of these, figures for your standard 80s versions, like Beastman here. If you want to use the same whip, if you have a vintage style, Beastman in your collection from the 80s line that needs a whip, or maybe the whip is damaged or the armor's damaged, you can do that, and I love that, with these figures here. But what a cool figure right here. And also I have to ask, like Man-at-Arms, what has been your favorite version of Beastman in today's collecting, from the Origins line, the CGI line, the MasterVerse line? Let me know in the comments. The one Beastman I would love to get, and I need to save up money, is that Mondo version of Beastman. That thing is awesome. I mean, he looks amazing. I would love to get that version of Beastman in my Mondo collection. What a cool looking version of Beastman from the Mondo line. But there you go. There's Wave 1 version of Beastman. Now, the next version of Beastman we'll take a look at. So get him standing up properly here. Alright. Is, of course, his Lords of Power version. His single-carded Lords of Power version, okay? Which was his red variant right here. Alright. So, here's his red variant. Came out, 1 year later. Okay, came out in 2021. Beastman, the Savage Henchman. So, pretty much his dark red variant of the same Lords of Power version we just looked at. Right there. So, there he is. I'm always kind of curious why they went with that. Why they chosen a dark red or, variant. I don't think this is the mini comic. I don't think that's the case. I don't know why that is. If anybody in the comics know why, they gave us a dark red variant of Beastman and not this, single carded this version of Beastman for the Lords of Power line, for the single carded, let me know. Let me know. I mean, it's still an awesome figure. But there he is. Got the LOP for the Lords of Power. We also got Merman from this set as well. Down the road, I think he came the next wave, I believe. Yeah. And I'm also curious if if we're able to get a Lords of Power version, single carded version of Man-at-Arms like this. I think that'd be a really, or any of the figures here, even this Skeletor with this armor. But then again, you can swap out a couple pieces of armor to make your own Lords of Power version of Skeletor, I believe, but the face sculpt is different. But anyways, I'm getting off key. And I apologize. But this version of Beastman, it looks amazing right there. And I do have a loose version of him. Where is he at? There he is. There he is. There's old Lords of Power version of Beastman, just like his standard, or his 5-pack version. Comes with the yellow armor. No weapons, except for these kind of Wolverine claw things right here. That can, I guess, stab somebody. But no whip, nothing like that. But still a great looking figure. Awesome. Really cool. Alright. So I can get him stand up here. Alright, cool. And then let's see here. Now I also have this Beastman here, which is my custom-made Beastman, okay? This is something I did myself, okay? And what I did was I took, that same Mossman, collector's edition armor, and I pretty much, you can see it's a really poorly job, but I put, that armor on this Beastman to give me, this kind of variant. Just for fun, just being, just having some fun, and it came out for me, I mean, okay, I mean, it looks great, but this variant right here with the Mossman yellow armor that came part of that collector's edition Mossman from Origins, I think that was a cool, cool thing to do. All right. Now, I only have this version. I don't have a loose version of this particular Beastman. Alright. And let's take a look. And finally, we'll end the video with my Funko Pop that I have. One of 3. And I've chosen the flocked version of Beastman. There he is. This was a fall exclusive from 2017. He's flocked, of course. Looks amazing. Beastman right here. There he is. Side of the packaging. Nice glamour shot of old Beastman. Is there, and like I said, what's been your favorite version of Beastman, in your collection? Is there a Beastman that, you're hoping to get, maybe? Is there any other Beastman that, you would love to get in the Origins line? Let me know in the comments below, or maybe in the Revolution show, from MasterVerse. Oh, speaking of Beastman, I completely forgot. And is that movie version of Beastman coming very soon from MasterVerse? I just realized that. That should be coming out very, very soon, I hope. Within, maybe the end of the summer, or maybe a little bit before that, but yeah, getting that movie version of Beastman, from the 87 movie is going to be amazing to look at, in the collection. So yeah, there's another Beastman right there. I'm looking forward to getting, on the, in the collection. All right, let's get the, where's my vintage guy right there? Put him right here. But there you go, everybody. There's a look, at least part one of some of my there's so many Beastmans, like, it's crazy. So, we'll be looking at the 2000X version, the classics versions, you name it, because Beastman is a classic villain that everyone knows and loves. Right out, first saw him, of course, in Filmation cartoon. He's amazing, awesome figure, and it shows, all the detail, all the different styles of Beastman we've gotten so far. In the Origins line, from MasterVerse, and I'm looking forward to hopefully getting like that 87 version, that movie version of Beastman coming very soon to add to the movie star collection. I hope there's more figures coming from that set too. All right, from the MasterVerse movie version line. But what an awesome character. Alright, guys. I'd like to take time now, of course, to, thank my subscribers. Thank you for joining me today, guys. Like I said before, I've been really enjoying these, and I think this is going to be something I'm going to be doing, every so often on the channel, doing, a deep dive or a deep look at, like, a figure and all the versions that have come out so far in different toy brands, from, like, the Origins, the MasterVerse, the CGI. And if I can do it, I like to do a good guy, like we just did with Man at Arms, and then a villain or a bad guy, like we're doing now with Beastman. All right. So let me know in the comments below what has been your favorite version of Beastman. Once again, I would love to hear comments. All right. So I hope you guys hit that notification bell, and when we upload new videos. And tomorrow we'll continue with part 2, and we'll look at the rest of the Origins line of Beastman that come out from the cartoon collection, the Turtles of Grayskull. We even have a version. I think you can make the argument if this is Beastman or not. I mean, I think it is, which is the Braun Strowman Masters of the WWE Universe crossover event. He's got that Beastman-esque armor on him, and we'll take a look at him closely, tomorrow on the channel. And the only one version of CGI Beastman that came out, on the channel. All right, and another Funko Pop. We'll look at the 2000X version of Beastman. You name it. All right. So I hope you guys would join me for tomorrow. All right. So I hope everyone has a great Thursday. All right, and thank you for joining me today. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Take care and have a good one, everybody.